Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. I'm back because I got a message I want to share with you. I was watching social media, and they are spending a lot of time talking about the crimes that have been done by the 45th President of the United States and all of those who supported and gave energy to January 6th. And the fact that these guys did this before the public, we the people saw. And when we found out, a little bit that introduced facts beyond what we already knew, the cry is, why are they free? Why are they still walking around establishing every day more lies to people who accept those lies, believe those lies, when they should have been in jail as justification and fairness for the crimes that they've committed against the Constitution and the people of the United States? And why are they still walking around telling these lies, spreading these lies? Why are they being given the opportunity to continue to do this? Well, that's the question in everybody's mind. Well, to some, you would think that, hey, this is the way supremacy works. And I'm not talking about white supremacy. I'm talking about supremacy, power. Those who want to be in power, meaning they got control over others. There is something that is always there. This is an indication that you might consider. You see, Trump was able to come into this office, for the president of the United States, and abuse it like he did and has and is because he has been violating rules criminally all his life. This is what he's been doing. He recognized that in any institution, this is what I want you to see, ladies and gentlemen, is this. There's always a back door open, especially in corruption. It's for non-corruption, but especially for corruption. Look at the guy who was in prison for drugs. They had built a tunnel all the way. Can you imagine a tunnel going into another country for escape or to smuggle drugs into a country? But they had gone to this extent. Supremacy has gone to this extent, leaving a back door open. And when it comes down to it, Trump, who has been violating all the rules and using every back door that he possibly could because he's still out there, recognized that every system has that back door. So what it is saying that the system of our American system has a back door. It was designed for acceptable person in government, someone important, or the president. It was designed for an acceptable one. It's just that Donald Trump was one that is unacceptable and recognize the door and is being used. Now you say, why is he still there doing it? Well, he's still there doing it because when that back door was established, it was also designed to protect anybody who had to use it. Anybody that had to use it would be protected. That's why Donald Trump, all that stuff he's been doing, using that back door, and he's been protected. Now that he tried to take over the government and all this crazy stuff, see, he's taking it to the true extreme. He's listened to guys like Putin and these other dictators around the world. So he's taking it to the extreme, and the powers that be within this system of government are caught a little bit bewitted. Our President of the United States, Joe Biden, the Attorney General, Merrick Garland, they are charged to protect the Constitution of the United States and its people. It is their responsibility to make sure that this evil is not spreading. When the fire was in Paradise, California, the department went out with hoses and planes. They were putting it out. They couldn't just stand still and wonder which way it's going to turn. And so the system would basically, if it were you and I, it would have worked speedily. Oh man, it would have worked well. But this, my friends, It's something that caught them off guard. How do you do it? They had no preparations whatsoever to punish anybody, to deal with anybody who had to use that back door. So, while the people are expecting the president to protect them, he can't do that. Why? Because he's a part. What? He is the part of the system. And I'm not talking about the Constitution system now. I'm talking about a part of the system, the true system, the supremacy system. Merrick Garland, Attorney General, tied up the same way. So it seems like nothing can be done. And in the meantime, all of this evil is still being perpetuated across the land. See, that's how evil takes over a nation. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I spend so much time trying to tell you that there's one way to live. And that's you, to make sure that your power is used by you. And that means protecting yourself. By protecting yourself, you invariably are protecting everybody else. From what? From people like Trump. From people from supremacy, from people that would use and abuse you, from people that will let you die before they give you health care, from people that will let you die before they give you a place to live, or even and we're not talking about giving. I don't want to use that word where we seem like somebody giving you something. Nobody giving you a doggone thing, ladies and gentlemen. Remember this. This earth is made by a power we can't see, not by human beings, not by some supremacy. The resources that gives us all of our life were given to us free by a power we can't see, can't touch, can't feel. But it's here. Those needs and desires that we have, we all got them. Food, clothing, shelter, education, health care. We all got those needs. It was being prepared for us when those resources was made available. And the fact that we need them means we have to engage ourselves in the process of getting them. Now, we can't be responsible for getting all of that as an individual, so we engage ourselves in a system that allows all of us doing our thing creates an abundance of goods, the reservoir overflowing. Oh boy. Reservoir overflowing. And all that we would want, need, and desire is available to us without lying and cheating and stealing and killing. Can't you get it right? Now you see right before us. This is the kind of stuff I've been telling you about for 40 years. But you're now caught in a snail-paced move, not knowing what to do, trying to hold up a system that denies that. You understand, ladies and gentlemen? Can you see what I'm saying? But what do we do about that in a time like this? Well, you got to rise up. You got to start speaking righteousness. You got to stand up and represent what is proper and right. You got to start now speaking out that those who are in need have those needs met. If the system is going to take over and say, we're going to have the power, then make them do the right thing. If they can't do the right thing, you know what to do. What is that? Replace them. But if they won't let you vote, you know what to do. I don't even have to tell you that. Well, I didn't mean to talk this long. It's just that I got going a little bit, and I just wanted you to know what possibly could be happening. It is a reason for something like this to happen. And if it goes out negatively, that means that those who played this part in the supremacy pact, even if it might include Joe Manchin and Christian Cinnamon, all of you who are standing up and trying to cause pain, or are causing pain and suffering to so many people for some or other silly kind of reason. And it got to be silly. Anything that would deny a person his right to life is silly. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I'll talk to you about it next time. Goodbye.